Hello, Roger Fredericks here, and there's a lot of controversy in golf, if you haven't noticed, about what is superior, straightening, for right-handers of course, straightening the left leg immediately on the downswing, or playing with soft knees and a lot of knee flex. The argument, against having soft knees, in other words, keeping the knees flexed through the whole way, is because that tends to, for some people, that tends to encourage a knee slide. And a lot of people are really anti-knee slides or sliding through the ball with the lower body. One, because that tends to get the club stuck behind them and usually relates to a hand flip or etc. Now, on the other hand, the argument against straightening the left leg is that it will tend to slow down and kind of stop the forward motion of the downswing. Now, to show you two comparisons here of people who do it, each way, is I have Lexi Thompson over on the left, one of today's premier players on the ladies tour, and George Knudson over on the right. And I had the privilege of caddying for George Knudson more than once, and he worked on my golf game one time and gave me a lesson. But show you what Lexi does. When she goes back now, her setup is really good. She keeps her head relatively still. It moves a little bit, but not much. Notice she's actually coiling down into the ground on her right side. Now, there she is up at the top. Now watch Knudson. He'll have more of a lateral move away from the ball. And notice he gets right down into his right side too. Now both of them move down. They compress the ground by getting that left shoulder tilting down there. Okay, now watch George from up here. Now watch his left knee. Notice that I drew a line right on their left knee at this takeaway. Now watch when he comes in. Now he'll actually start to slide over there, actually moves somewhat ahead of it. And notice he's got that kind of a bow-legged, I call it a jackknife move, kind of like it's bowed over there. Not very much hip rotation from him. But notice how much forward his left knee has moved on the downswing than when it started. Now watch Lexi over here. Now she'll get over here in a beautiful position with her shoulders at the top. Now as she comes down, watch her left knee. It doesn't have any, she's more of a rotary player. Okay, now from right here, her left knee is actually what's called, it's straightening, actually is called hyperextending. But a lot of the real long hitters, in fact, most of the real long hitters you see in the World Long Drive Championship, actually, they do a lot of that, and they'll actually almost spring off of the ground, using the ground to jump up. But the difference is, watch Lexi, as her hip is elevating, she'll actually go down more, with her head, and actually go down and chase it there. Now this is, she is a great player, and I do not mean to demean her swing, but this is a very dangerous, thing to do with your body. Watch her left foot right now. The left knee now is hyperextending. Her left hip is really clearing out of there. And look what happens. It's actually hyperextending. And I don't want to be a purveyor of doom, but over time, that position right there, that locking of the knee, will actually definitely cause knee problems and or ankle problems and or hip problems, primarily on the left side. Now watch her left foot from here. See, notice how it spins over there. And that is not a good, solid, anatomically functional move. Now watch Knudson back over here now as he goes through the ball. His left knee now is really moved over there, and he'll actually move so far to the left that he's sliding the right foot. The right foot actually slides up to try to catch the left. And George was a great ball striker, literally one of the great ball strikers that ever. I used to love watching him practice. So again, which way is superior? There's benefits with most. Now, the problem is what Lexi's doing right here. I do not recommend that for the average person. Okay, that's definitely a knee problem waiting to happen, and possibly knee surgery down the road. But so again, I prefer, generally speaking, soft knees. And then once the left knee covers and gets on top of the left foot, then it can go ahead and straighten as it rotates out of the way. Okay, hope that helps. And my final analysis is keep stretching and keep the knees soft.